Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome to some Rimworld. Been a while since I've actually streamed this game, but here we are. Um, we are playing the Deadman Switch mod. It is absolutely amazing. I've played it before. Even done a grav ship playthrough with that, which is up on the YouTube. But yeah, let me introduce you to our starting colonists. We have Observer, who is our overseer. They are incapable of violent, but they're great at crafting and intellectual. They are our mechanator. We have Bunker, which is our frontline unit, with very high melee construction and mining, but not a ton else going for them. I guess they have animals. They can do plants, but they're incapable of dumb labor. Oof, that could be rough. Then we have Grass, which is our pioneer. They're here just to fill in the gaps, really. They're cooking in plants. But yeah. Let's see. Psychically sensitive, chemical interest, and lazy. Nimble and tough. Jealous, too smart, and asexual. Alrighty. But yeah. Welcome on in, everyone. We also start with an escort lifter and a soldat. I've told them to start bringing the tents up here. Unfortunately, we're going to be near a bunch of boomalopes, which we'll have to scare off somehow. We don't need a ton of rice. What we will need a ton of is cotton. Just throw a zone of potatoes there, some heel root here. But yeah, I'm playing on Adventure Story, I believe. So things shouldn't be too difficult for us here. I'm just here to chill, really. Get things moved up to the stockpile so we can build a quick wall around it. And here's the map we're working with. Only one proper entrance to the map, but that's a lot of space in the center. We could use the mountain in some of the corners or near this chunk, right where the hill starts closing in, but I'm going to generally stay away from trying to build in the mountain. Let's bring it up to 2 times speed. Let's see. Wooden rustic wall. Yes, please. Gonna build a quick starting shack. Why are you on Building Observer? I mean, I suppose it's not too bad for you to try to learn that, but the game auto-assigned them to building for some reason. Let's see. As for our memes, we are transhumanist, bulwark, scrapper, and militarism. We have scrapper meme, but I use dev mode to remove the junkyard preference because that doesn't really fit with the kind of playthrough I'm going for. We're trying to be a more organized military corporation as opposed to being a scrapper. But I felt like the full refund for scrapping and the tattered and tainted apparel don't care is kind of worth it. Did you start with a silent? No. I guess you're just meditating as wreck. Let's build some archery targets and... Why would you build archery targets out of concrete? Don't do that. And a wooden horseshoe pin. The stables. I think Observer is the only one No, none of my colonists started with weapons, so we are going to be struggling initially. Let's get a crafting spot down immediately. I'm using a modified version of the Mechanator start, so we weren't allocated any weapons to start with, but I am fine with that challenge. We don't have to worry about too much about getting bed set up on the first day because we do have, let's see, because we do have those tents that we started with. I believe they're from Aoba's just basic tent mod. Adds tents to all the starting scenarios too. And let me guess, we got some concrete from, yeah, dismantling the steleys down here. And dismantle all those columns. I'm not a big fan of there being a warg here. Let's see. We are just going to make short bows for everybody. And then knives. Actually, I only need 2 short bows and 2 knives because Observer is incapable of violent. Let's get down a research table right away, though. Okay, and let's look at our jobs. I'm going to set manual priorities. Oh, nobody's good at doctoring. That's fantastic. Yeah, we have a lot of gaps in our resume right now. And we still have to haul some of the things that we started with. I can afford not getting these crops planted for a little bit because we did start with 80 meals, but I'd like to start getting stuff down as soon as possible. Anyways, let's look at our research progress. Oh, we really do not have much. Let's see. Immediately, we are probably gonna go for some tribal stuff. I think we're gonna go for tree sowing and cocoa right away so we can get those cocoa bushes from Vanilla Ideology expanded. They are great for money. Then, let's see. Do we have smithing? We've got to have smithing because we have some mechanoid tech. We do not have smithing. Okay. We probably want to get gunsmithing and pioneer equipment as soon as possible. And that's a lot of research. That should keep Observer busy for quite a while. Our ideology does have research set to slow. Hey, Allie. Welcome on in. I hope Minecraft was good yesterday. I could only lurk. At least while the mechanoids have charge, they'll be able to get some work done during the night. Let's move you to Group 2 and set you to Dormant Self-Charge so that you're not wasting your power all day. Of course. How you doing? I am doing pretty well today. I didn't wake up with a migraine, so that's pretty good for me. Let's move you over here. Want that soldat to be able to defend our fields the moment we get raided. Gotta get these bedrooms set up pretty fast. I should probably forbid them making the floors, because those are quite expensive. But yeah, even though we started with 3 colonists, and one of them even has bionics, we are going to have a kind of rough time starting out here, because none of our people are good at medical. And that's going to make capturing prisoners pretty difficult. You're at work at the moment, can't wait for tomorrow's stream with a friend? Awesome. He's a new player on Deep Rock, can't wait. Oh, it's always great to play with greenbeards. That's what I was doing this morning. I typically just, like, hunt down greenbeards and try to play with them, and teach them the ropes. Okay, we got some marble here. We'll probably just end up taking that apart. We'll put the urns in the bedroom areas, because that'll make them slightly prettier. Yeah, especially when I can blame him for everything. Grass, I need you working. Yes, and his codename is Grass because he's good at doing plants. I'm very creative, you see. Okay, Bunker, go pick yourself up a knife. We're probably going to want to make you a club as well, so you can do blunt and sharp damage. How's Vintage Story going so far? Vintage Story is quite good, but we keep running into a roadblock where it's just straight up unfun to get mass building blocks in the game. So we have kind of put it on a hiatus for now. Okay, Observer's making a bow. That'll be Grasses immediately. An excellent short bow. You're changing your way of streaming. When you have 5 hours plus, you'll stream the usual games like DRG, Minecraft, etc. And you'll probably, do variety stuff when you have less time? Not the 3 hours, you'll start random games, yeah. That's a pretty good way of doing it. Okay, Grass, I need you to be on growing as opposed to plant cut now. Okay, at least those boomlopes moved out of our base area. We won't have to worry about them as much. Getting the cotton planted. I should probably tell him to just plant the rice instead. Okay, and we do have a club now. Equip the concrete club, that is great. And the knife can be your sidearm. We want to take prisoners, so blunt damage is pretty good for us. Yeah, this will generally be a pretty mechanoid-heavy colony, so we're going to be trying to beeline into robots as fast as possible. The Deadman switch stuff is pretty expensive to actually get into, so we might try to go for Rimworld first. As the Exostrider remains. But yeah, this is a pretty nice map. I probably should have put the difficulty one higher than I did, but I like to just relax when I'm playing Rimworld. Especially since we don't start with any weapons. Speed up time while they're sleeping a bit. More. Faster. Need defenses. That is a good point. I should probably set up barricades. Let's see. That'd be under the security tab. We have some concrete. We'll just throw, like, some barricades here. Oh, cool. The escort lifter can chop down trees for us. That's quite nice. Or is it only chopping down a tree because it's trying to deliver to that location? I'm unsure. Either way, it's kind of bad at it. But yeah, we got a nice big blank slate here to work with. What type of stones do we even have? We got limestone, more limestone, slate. Is that marble? Yes. We'll probably end up turning limestone and slate into concrete later and just using marble for fancy stuff. Observer's coming along with research quite well. Observing the tree. Getting heel root planted. And we need the storage tab. Can't build anything out of wood right now because we are out of it. This robot has chopped down that tree all day. Just a singular little tree. I would get that it's not built for it, but wow. Got 64 wood out of it, not bad. Have a go. Good stream. See you later. Thanks for stopping by, Ellie. Holy cow, 100 bits. I appreciate that. Thanks a ton. I would be streaming with, like, webcam or something today, but I forgot to shave before stream, so I'm a bit scrungly. Ancient operating table. Can we actually use that? No, we cannot. Okay, you're probably here to trade stuff. You have some pemmican. That would stretch out our current food supply, but I don't think I care enough to pay for pemmican. Let's see. For like a central command kind of area, it would be cool to do something along the lines of this. I know that's not as big as the other one I'm just drafting now at the moment. We can't put it right there because the geothermal vent's in the way, but doing something like that for Central Command and then having a bunch of smaller buildings around it could be cool. And this guy's just going to sit right near the tents where he can disturb everybody's sleep. That's fantastic. Can probably send Grass out to do some hunting later. Let's see. What is their shooting skill, actually? Well, that's their animal skill, but what's the shooting skill? The shooting is 5, so that's not bad. Bunker can only really do melee, and Observer is incapable of combat. Oh, some of the wall blueprints didn't get cancelled. Whoops. Oh, that's pleasant. We got a cougar right next to base. Let's see, what other predators are there on the map? We got a warg down here as well. We gotta kill those before they become a problem. Okay, everybody come down here for a moment. I did give my pawn some starting abilities, so I do want to try that out. Okay. And Observer's ability is disabled because they're incapable of violence, of course. That was my entire plan. However, Bunker has Icarus Sprint, which they can dash quickly to a nearby location, leaving a trail of lightning. Oh, that's what you count as a nearby location? That is crazy. What if I dash through the cuckoo? Nothing. Bunker actually has a little bit of armor on. They have a hazard suit and an advanced tactical helmet, which should help, but yeah. They're also nimble, which gives them melee dodge chance. So they're generally going to be pretty strong. Did you even get hit once? You did not. Armor absorbed the one hit you would have taken. get this tent uninstalled. Visitors. More visitors. I don't really need those. Oh, you have a Luciferium need. That's terrifying. Do you have any on you? You don't. They do have guns. A charge lock pistol. SMG and a carbine. Bunker's just finishing demolishing that ruin. Or they're going to bed, never mind. Okay, we got 3 bunks and a proper prisoner room. I should probably put a light and a small table in the prisoner's room. Let's see. Can't build a filing cabinet or anything, so we're not going to bother. How much concrete do we have? 600. Okay. We are going to set up a little concrete making room. So let's see. Concrete mixer's about that big. We need batteries research, don't we? Nope. As the Mechanators, we start with batteries research. Sick. I will actually need to do that so that it directly connects to the batteries, unfortunately. Let's see. Interaction spots right there. We are going to throw a door right there in that case. Let's also get some gravel around the base so that it doesn't get lit on fire as easily. Looks like you're going to be wild. Observer thinks that you should give your faction a name. What should your faction be called? We are the Blackout Squad. And this settlement should have a name. I'm just going to call it Site Alpha. Because I'm very creative, you know. That also gives Bunker something to do. Pigs join. Do we want pigs? There's only 2 of them, but yeah, I think we actually do. Let's see. That would be under structure, probably. Yes. Just build the fence out of concrete. Because that's cement, baby. Let's also get a caravan spot right there so that we can hitch the animals. Cell 1 is pregnant. Okay, then. That was fast. Pigs can just graze anyway, so we should be good. And then hopefully tomorrow we're going to get that fence up. We might just spend all the time on the gravel, though. You know what? Like, we can avoid putting gravel there. All the fields are planted. Let's see. Hey, Akis, welcome on in. Hope things are going well. Let's see. How's your day been? Pretty decent so far. It's only about 11 a.m. here, so not too much has happened. I just really felt like streaming Rimworld today. I've been needing an excuse to get back into it. Let's see, we are going to make a dumping stockpile zone here for rocks. Don't want it in there. Storage, clear all, allowed chunks. What's on the table today? Pretty much we're just trying to start our own military super corporation. We're going to hopefully in the future be producing a bunch of robots to protect our colony. But right now we're just trying to get the basics done. And more importantly, we're just trying to survive. We had some pigs join us, so we're trying to make a pen for them. Yay, we have completed tree sowing. We can plant ambrosia palm. Interesting. Anima husk. Anima sapling, anima tree, birch trees, lots of trees. Yep, we got trees alright. You want trees? We got them. Holy cow. Oh my goodness, how many trees does tree sowing unlock? I get that there's all the regional trees and stuff, but I didn't realize there were so many, like, specialized trees. Okay, we got a good little fire break going around most of our base now. Still have to finish that fence. And we want to make concrete from every type of stone except for marble and backstone. We will do that until we have 1,000 concrete, or 2,000, I guess. And we're getting raided by the gas gang. They are a waster, unfortunately, which means we are not going to be trying to recruit them. Actually, I could try recruiting them. I've never had wasters before. Let's see. They look like a tribal. I think they are. They have all of the drugs on them. Oh, because you're addicted to everything. Okay, then. Yeah, we're probably just gonna probably shoot them. Okay, you're gonna run out of battery soon. So let's get you hauling chunks while you're still up. And let's see, they aren't attacking immediately. So we have a little bit of time to actually prepare our defenses. Okay, Observer's starting to make some concrete. Very nice. And Wasters are beginning their assault. Let's see. We are going to throw grass right next to the Soldat. And we're going to put Bunker right here to distract. Actually, I pulled them a little bit closer so they don't get friendly fired. Nice shot. Oh. Okay, Bunker's taking a hit. And they are dead. Oh, they took their Gojis before they attacked. That's a bit unfortunate. We're only going to take the drugs off of them, so don't have to worry about too much. Bunker, how much do you get hurt? You got cut in your right leg. Observer, just go and tend Bunker without medicine. You're the most qualified doctor here at level, what? A level 1 medical out of 20. Oh boy. Not much wind right now, unfortunately. Then again, we're in the middle of a giant valley. I'm surprised we're getting any wind at all. That escort lifter just fell over, didn't he? Yeah. We need to build a mech recharger. We don't have any mech techs unlocked, though. So let's see. To unlock a mechanoid recharger, we are going to have to get Automadroid basis, which is going to be a decent distance away. We probably won't be able to get to that today, but we'll see. Bunker's fully healed. And Observer is doing some recreation. Let's see. Got a mechanoid signal quest. I do not care. We aren't going to pursue the grav ship just yet. We do not want to build a solid wall. Not that thick, anyway. Let's build a 30 by 30. That way I can separate it into 15 by 15 rooms. I believe that's the middle. Let's see. Yes. Or, well, that's the middle. Normally I don't like building squares, but we will have to deal with that for now. This is probably going to be our main stronghold. I'll put, like, crafting stuff over here and food stuff over here. But that gives our colonists something to passively work on in the background. Grass is not having a good time. They keep on trying to flirt with the other two people, and they are not having it. Okay, we need a little bit more storage currently. Build some concrete shelves. Let's just do that real quick so that grass can help out on this project too. Because they'll prioritize cutting the plants over anything else, and they're the best at it. Let's see, our pen is enclosed, so we can get rid of this hitching spot. Let's also remove the floors over here. Big ugly square. The forest is so dense on this map, it is going to be a problem if a forest fire ever starts. Or when a forest fire starts, I should say. Knowing this game. Prioritize getting the shelves down so that we can actually store some things. And a horse self-tamed. Okay, then. We'll probably just end up slaughtering it because we don't have Giddy Up installed, to my knowledge. Yeah, I don't think we do. I'm thinking for the pathways into other areas, I want to do something like that. Yeah, that looks good. We'll just leave those two being built for now. We don't need it on all corners just yet. I'm kind of just waiting to get raided at this point. And then hopefully we'll be able to take somebody alive. And hopefully that person will be decent. There's a lot of factors that go into it. At least the escort lifter lost power in a pretty good spot, so it shouldn't get beaten up by raiders while it's down. Quest available, the Fleeing Knight. We can accept royalty stuff, but I don't think I'm going to this playthrough. Where'd that ward go? It's down here, okay. I am kind of worried about it. Not for its sake, but for ours. If it decides to hunt one of my people, that could be pretty rough. Especially with our current weaponry. Mara started to roam away. That's because they're not in the pen for some reason. Weird. We'll keep the horse, I guess. Doesn't hurt. Just gonna follow bunker around and watch them build. Oh, they smoking the joint. Visitors. A group from the Grey Rock settlement are visiting the colony. They seem to have things to trade. Okay. That means they might have guns. They have an impact SMG. That is exactly what we are looking for. We might not be able to afford it, but they have it. Our best social character is Bunker right now. Okay, Green and Bunker are lovers now. Okay, then. We will sell that Ambrosia and Smoke Leaf, and we are going to try to buy that Impact SMG. I do believe we are too poor. Heck, they're too poor to buy their own good. They're only carrying 100 silver on them. Yeah, there's nothing else I'm willing to sell. Any of you fellas good at medical? Jared Jarhead Shelf? You are quite good. Don't know if I want to be enemies with the settlers, though. While they're sleeping, I can just do this. Quest available for the Chase Deserter. Now that interests me. Normally, I have never taken on the Deserters before, but I might actually for this playthrough. Their best skill is melee at level 8, though. I'll wait until somebody else comes along. Someone better. Why are you in bed? That actually looks weird being too thick. We're gonna make that one. This is going to be as basic of a kill box as it can get, but we are going to probably end up having to use it. At least once we decide to move into the structure. Yeah, that's starting to look like a proper military base. Okay, and all the chunks got processed that the escort lifter bought over. It is at too low power to actually activate again, though. Probably going to have the central building be where everybody's actually doing their jobs, but I'm going to make a big recreation and what's it called area? Big like recreation and barracks, I guess. Okay, we don't need any more wood at the moment. We're actually doing quite good on it. We might want to throw down some wood power generators, honestly. At least once we get our mech rechargers online. Okay, Observer, why aren't you researching? I want you researching primarily. We have plenty of concrete for now. Let's actually push Coco up the research tree because we need to get gunsmithing as soon as possible. It's probably going to be a rough winter because we don't have any way to store food right now. I'm going to make another growing zone of just potatoes. Pig. Right here is going to be the commander's bedrooms. I'll probably turn this little area into a research lab, but that means I have to put doors there instead. Okay, I need beds, double beds. Okay, did you plant all those potatoes already? Not quite. Oh great, Mega Sloths are eating my potatoes. That's fantastic. At least the Mega Sloth is keeping the warg away, and that's That's what really matters. As long as it doesn't go mad, we should be good. I think the word might have actually left the map. I'm not seeing it. Oh, never mind. It's right there. If you have nothing else to do, make concrete. I've heard Rimworld being complimented by many players. Personally, never got around it. It is a weird game. Rimworld is probably in my top 3 games of all time, but, I can't honestly recommend it because it costs, like, $120 USD to get the full experience. You kind of need all the DLC to get to really have a good time with the game, which absolutely stinks. And the game's, what, $40, and all the DLC are $20, $25 a piece, anyway. But, Rimworld doesn't have a story. Yes, but no. It is a story generator. The game is balanced to be intended, like, this isn't a game that you're necessarily meant to beat. You are supposed to just kind of go with the flow of how things are. But I'm playing on a low difficulty, so I can manipulate it however I want. I'm in it for the build base and copious amounts of robots. But yeah, it doesn't have a, like, classical story or anything. It's meant to generate its own stories. I think the tagline of the game is just straight up a story generator by Tynan. I can actually just fill that in for now. I'm gonna have a way to get into that little cubicle from here. They've gotten a lot of the base built already. I'm pretty impressed. Everybody's getting sad because there's roles that are unfulfilled, so let's go to the Ideology tab. Throw down a ritual spot. Let's see. Observer is the site command. Bunker is going to be the moral guide. And let's see. You saw a rotting corpse and you slept in the heat. Okay, then. Wah. And we get a shaman merchant. I don't think we're going to be able to really buy or sell anything from them. They're just tribals anyway. Oh, flag. Quest available. Toxin drop. You know, let's see. Not worth it. Psychic Insanity Lance is kind of fun. Additional armor plating isn't bad, but I don't think I can apply it to any of my current mechs. Or Automodroids, I think they're called. My goodness, these trees pop up so fast. Just putting concrete around the geothermal vents so that one I can see them more easily and plan around them better. A mad hare. Bunker, you know what to do. Squish it. Grass, what are you doing? Just punch the thing. I love the mod that lets you follow pawns. It's so good. How many hits did grass take? Somehow got bit in the eye, and in the right leg and foot. Hopefully that doesn't turn into a permanent injury. Let's see, do we have anything they're interested in buying? They're interested in buying our horse, actually. And I'll take, like, most of their new training. And grass equip that sidearm. Why is there just a corpse in the stockpile? I know the stockpile is not allowed for that. I'm guessing that they were doing research on it. I'm trying to plan out the base in my head at the moment. This will probably be crafting and storage. This will probably be our permanent research room. I'll turn one of these into our Automadroid base, perhaps both of them. I'll probably have a shuttle pad here. I'm not sure what I'll do with these two rooms, though. Maybe just turn them into pillboxes. Gift from the tribe. 6 components. I cannot say no to that. That is quite handy. Get that corpse out of there. Grass is fully healed. Can't be out of concrete. Yeah, we have plenty still. Bunker is becoming quite decent at plants. They do have a single fashion in it too. Pretty nice. Oh, I thought the wooden hex floors would have a beauty. They do not. Let's throw some fine wood floors in there in that case. I'm gonna put a stockpile zone right here. Gonna clear all priority critical, store concrete there. Mainly so that they have a place where they can just deliver concrete directly from there to the rest of this wall instead of having to run all the way back over here for it. Escort lifter has to get to like 10 or 15% energy, I forget which, before they're allowed to boot back up. High-tech genetics lab on Earth. I'm not too interested in doing any caravanning. What's grass up to? They're harvesting the cotton. Very good. Hopefully we get enough from that field to make a couch. What are you up to, Observer? Cooking a meal. Almost done with smithing, so that's nice. Get these chunks out of here. Okay, grass is transferring over the concrete. Very good. Marriage is on. Grass has proposed to bunker. Cool. Smithing is complete. We've unlocked a whole bunch of stuff. Bunch of tiles. A lot of tiles. A lot of duplicate things, it looks like, too. I'm trying to make them better bedrooms, but progress has slowed down pretty majorly. I'm not sure exactly why. Probably because I threw down all this flooring. Yeah, it's definitely the floor slowing them down. Just want this area to be sealed so I can start moving them in. Very good. And we're being raided by the Razors. Okay, then. 65 raid points, light club, and a steel knife. Any good gear on you? Not really. Bernard is useless. I don't mind if they die. Maxie might actually be useful to us. They're a misogynist and a masochist, though. Were they attacking immediately? Yes. Ooh, the escort lifter had a pistol. I'm gonna give that to Grass in a moment. Oh, and you blew up, apparently. Alrighty, you go to sleep, and Grass start pulling out of range. We want to capture Maxie if at all possible. Just punch him gently. Yes. We got a good miner now. At least we potentially have a good miner. That fire is going to be a problem, isn't it? Okay, Bunker, I want you on wardening. Primary directive. Observer, go tend to Maxie without medicine. That fire's gonna get out of control fast. I just hope my wind turbine survives it. I'm fine if the crops get a little bit damaged. Okay, Mercy Rain happened. Very good. Okay, go get something to eat. They're mostly tended. They'll be fine. They do actually have a couple burns that need tending. Let's see. Prisoner, I would like to convert you, then recruit you. The middle of summer, so they're going to be complaining about sleeping in the heat a lot, but there's not much I can do about that. Not in this temporary housing, anyway. Let's see. Psychic drone low female. That sucks because 2 of our colonists are female. Get that hauled. I don't want the prisoner getting up and trying to use a weapon immediately. Group of travelers is passing by. Oh yeah, they're passing by. Not really through, just by this little area. Oh, they've got to wait for old man Zeke. 95. There's lots of horses. We don't need a great miner yet, but having one in general is going to be very nice. That, and I can just throw them on making concrete blocks if they don't have anything else to do. I can just build a torch lamp in here for now, because it's going to be a while before they actually wire power down. Observer is on a food binge because of the low psychic drone. Great, they're going to eat all my packaged survival meals now. Yeah, you're just sitting there eating all our food. At least they're going for the normal meals first. Observer has successfully been calmed down by Bunker. Good. And you still get your catharsis from that. Nice. Bunker's about to break down themselves, though. They're only staying on top of things because they're in good faith with grass. Gonna move our stockpile down here and our cooking room. I'll probably move cooking into the same area as the lab, actually. It's going to cost a lot of concrete, but it's going to be worthwhile having a more compact stockpile. Oh, I built one on each side of that. Whoops. Building temperature control for the commander's bedrooms, because naturally they need that. But we do have some permits to choose. I probably should have looked at these earlier, but yeah. We are going to grab bandwidth support and probably just logistics supply drop. No, call a recruitment agency so we can sell people for honor. And we're working on the lathe currently. Bulk goods trader. Now that interests me. Bunker coming in to close the deal. Okay, we are going to try to buy some advanced components. We're going to sell you our fur. We're going to keep some of our smoke leaf joints because grass has chemical interest. We only have 60 steel left. Uh-oh. We're also going to sell our tents. And let's see, we'll sell 100 of our cloth. We'll also buy all of their steel, and that's pretty much all we can afford. Bunker, you get those components out of the rain right now. Never mind, you'll never do hauling. Too bad our escort lifter is down currently. Yeah, they've got to recharge a little bit more. We started with 1,000 steel. It's crazy that we burned through all that already, and we barely built anything. But steel in this game is just always a pain. And we only know of one vein of compacted steel, too. That is rough. And lathe has been unlocked. We can make reinforced barrels at it, and we have a transformer cabinet, too. Interesting. Ah, that's too small for a landing pad. Unfortunate. I can still put like an antenna in there or something. Bunker immediately going for the smoke leap again. Thought it was grass with the chemical interest, not bunker. Looks like I'm right about that too. Let's see. Still have 300 steel to work with. Looks like they're doing that now. And we have a gift. Red wooden sandals. Okay. Don't mind that, honestly. They ain't bad. A little bit of bonus move speed. Let's see, we're working on matchlocks, machining, and gunsmithing. Okay. Dang, couches take a long time to build. Oh, grass can choose a permit, apparently. Okay, only for combat supply drops, though. I don't think I care about that. Okay, you have certainty of 11% in the Legion. Let's see. You got a lot going on in that ideology. Ship to the Stars is active. We don't really care about that right now. Conversion. Bunker has successfully converted Maxi. Oops, that is not the person I wanted selected. I was wondering why there wasn't a prisoner bar. We're running, like, kind of criminally low on food here. But we do have a big potato field that's about to be ready to be harvested. Let's forbid the building of those for now, so that we're not spending all of our concrete before we have flooring down. Oh, I need to check my messages. Give me a second. And a heat wave. Joy, just what I needed. Yeah, I need that power line built fast. It's not a great idea, but I am just going to expand this rice planting zone. It's mainly not great because if I get a blight on that crop, it'll spread to all my other crops now. Got to get some coolers in there so we stop getting heat stroke. Nah, you don't need that. Oh, the robot's back up. Or the escort lifter is anyway. I might have to change people to a night schedule so that we're not dealing with the heat during the day. Animal disease. All of the pigs have the plague. That's just great. At least that'll be good medical training. Oh, everything is very hot. Mad Tortoise. Did I ever pick up that pistol? I did not. I've just been leaving it in the rain. Whoops. Okay, where's this tortoise at? Bunker, you know what to do. We are almost done with... Yes, we're almost done with matchlocks. Of course, like, every single animal has left the map because of the heat wave. There's not like a single thing left other than the guinea pigs, but I think even that's leaving. Crazy that they're allowed to just do that, so I can't hunt for food right now. You're feeding rice to the pigs. The pigs do not need that. The pigs can feed themselves. Okay, you tended to them once. That should be enough. They'll get over it. Oh, heat stroke might end up killing them. Go eat food. Oh, we only have survival meals left, I see. Eh, that's fine. We can ignore that. Best act of saving Snuggles. King of the Arab Empire says that his friend has been wounded while traveling. The victim is Snuggler, a 50-year-old recruiter. If we manage to go to his position, he will join you, but I'm not too interested. We have unlocked Matchlocks, which has nothing really too interesting for us. It's just required research. Why aren't you sleeping? Go to bed. Yeah, and the escort lifter is decharged again. We really need that mech tech, or basic mech tech, whatever the Automodroid basis is called. I think that's actually it, Automodroid basis. Inspire creativity at that low of a mood? Interesting. And we're being raided by the Grey Cobras. That's plasteel power armor, isn't it? Or not power armor, plate armor. Still kind of scary. And they have an auto pistol. They are a waster, unfortunately. Which means we don't really care about them. Let's fight him in these ruins. We don't care about taking them alive, but their armor will be quite nice. Okay, strip him and let him die. Do you have any bionics? You have a neural stack. Okay. Your skills aren't bad. I just don't need those skills right now. Just pull the Soldat back. We probably want Bunker to equip the plasteel plate armor, honestly. It's most likely better than what they have on now. 40, 26, 130. And that is 100 to 49.58. Yeah. And it looks like we're out of concrete blocks, so I'm going to throw everybody onto crafting. Gonna have Observer go off of research for a little bit. That'll give us a good idea of how many meals we actually have. And all the pigs are doing good now. Rimworld pawns always choose the weirdest order to build things in, I swear. Like, why are you building that concrete stuff? There's so much stuff to do down here. And it's closer to concrete as well. Let's see. Bunker's gotten up to 5.4 social. I believe he was 5.08 before, so he's making good progress. Where she is, anyway. We've already burnt through like 3,000 concrete on this building. It's kind of crazy. Maybe a little bit less than that, but still. Observers at minor break risk again, probably just because they're the leader. Yeah. They're hungry. Okay, observer smoking the joint. Let's see. Quest available, the deserter. Best skill is melee level 10. And we're being raided by the gas gang. Another waster. Why is it always a waster? And they have a machine pistol. That's kind of scary. And they're attacking immediately. Might be able to just get the soldat to deal with this. We'll see. If they pay any attention to the soldat. Oh, there we go. They're behind better cover. Pull back. Could honestly just let them bleed out. But I'd like to kill them dead, preferably. Why do you have, like, a tail? Oh, because you're wearing a giant dress, I see. Yeah, you head on up there. You have a good time with that. Where do you think you're going? That works. A bit of a longer fight than it had to be, but I can't complain about that result. We're gonna move Soldat over here and get Observer to repair them. Prioritize repairing. That's going to drain their battery quite a bit, unfortunately. But they're keeping the colony safe, and that's what matters. I'm kind of just hoping that Bunker and Grass get married already so that we can consolidate their bedrooms. There we go. We have powder. Bunker's not doing their job properly, so I gotta tell them to do it manually. Their resistance is broken. Hooray. They have been a very obedient prisoner, and they'll be able to have them making concrete chunks forever, so we got that going for us. Transport pod. Let's see. Oh, you're just straight up dead? Okay. Because you're delicate? You are a Jaime, I see. That's the first time I think I've ever seen somebody just die outright from a transport pod crash. We'll take their clothes because they're actually in good condition. Actually, I'll just restrict that body for now. Okay, new recruit. Nice. Maxie's throwing a party to celebrate Bunker's recruitment of them. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's not a ballot room yet, but they're gonna party in there anyway. The party is over. +7 for attending a party, pretty nice early on. Let's get you working on those. Quest log? Yeah. Prisoner. Wise leader of Fenra wishes to stash a special prisoner for him. The prisoner is a 42-year-old sheriff. He knows embarrassing information about Jeff's jawline, and Jeff doesn't want him to be freed. Okay. You're not giving me anything good for it, so I don't think I care, but... What does he know about your jawline? That's so cursed. Bunker can get an expertise, I assume, in construction. Yeah. I might just wait until they can get an expertise in melee. Eventually, I think this is either going to be a research lab or a rec room. Because having a recreation room right next to the crafting area would be good. Okay, and you're already on mining. Let's see, we'll have you doing mining and crafting. Nice, getting more steel. It's so cool that the Exo Shredder's here because it looks like it actually landed in some ruins. Ancient mech. Passing near the remains of an ancient Exo Shredder mechanoid, Maxie noticed the impact transponder inside. Somehow. Okay, that's all the steel we need for now. I'll just keep that area in my mind. I'll keep that area in mind for when we need more. Maxie kind of looks sick with that armor on, not gonna lie. Let's see. I should really start planning out my farming district over here. But I kind of want to wait until the bulk of this is done. The Citadel. Oh, everybody's on construction. Well, we have a research project. You should be doing it. Argobots. Let's see. Raw glowstool. Is that drugs? Raw glowstool fungus obtained by harvesting glowstools growing in caves. Raw glowstool has been used by medieval civilization in the creation of different drugs. Okay, so it's an alchemy ingredient. I do not care. Colonists are gathering to celebrate marriage. Hooray! What are you doing, Observer? What if we kissed by the cement blocks? Royal Tribute Collector, don't care. And immediately I'm going to tell them to avoid pregnancy, because I really don't want my primary melee fighter to be pregnant. A Go Frenzy and a Psychic Soothe. Not bad. Go Frenzy isn't the most helpful on somebody who sits down and researches all day, but, you know, it's a positive event, at least. Quest active, Forgotten Storage Unit, and scanning for the Crypto Forge. Two quest quests just popped at the same time. We are probably going to ignore both of those forever. And Maxi is making concrete for us. Very good. However, I got really hungry randomly, so I'm probably going to call it there for today, everybody. I hope you had a great time here. Stay awesome, stay safe, rock and stone. But yeah, let's see what's going on. I'm going to rate a recent buddy that I've discovered, Jazabaza. He's currently playing Deep Rock Galactic, or he's not playing Deep Rock Galactic. I'm an idiot. He's currently playing Peak. I defaulted to saying Deep Rock Galactic. But yeah, hop on over to his stream, enjoy the French slop, and have a good time there. Peace. Bon appetit.